Hello VR students, I hope you're all doing well, staying happy, healthy, and safe. This is a very informal video. Some of you were talking on Discord about ways to debug what's happening in your project without having to put your headset on and off a whole lot. Uh, One way to do that is, as I wrote, hashtag not recommended, not supported. Uh, Building your project as PCVR and hooking your headset up over Oculus Link. That usually works, but the downside is sometimes what you build for PC VR won't build properly for mobile VR. So that one is sort of take what you can get. It might work, it might not, sort of deal. There is another way to do it, and it's actually the same trick that I use for recording video for the class that's happening inside the headset. And that is to cast your screen content from the headset to your PC so you can see what's happening in it without putting the headset on. So let me show you how to do that. First, let me minimize my video here a little bit. Go to this website, oculus.com/casting. Go there. When you go there, a website will come up. Nothing will happen. That's okay. Also, be sure that you're logged in. You need to be logged in with your Oculus account when you go there. So it'll say start casting to private link from your headset. And it tells you how to do that. You press the Oculus button, you go to sharing, you select cast, you select computer. Well, looking at these menu options is different than actually seeing it in the headset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it for you right now so you can see it. Okay, so give me just a second while I put the headset on. Okay, so now I'm in the headset. Let's find the controllers. There we go. And I am going to enable casting. Okay, so let me peek. Yeah, there we go. Now, if you wanna do things where you like record the video and stuff like that, you'll probably want to go full screen. Plus, it'll look better for you guys watching what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm in the headset. Okay, when you're in the headset, you hit the Oculus button. You see it right there. You hit that, and you get your menu. Now you go to this little guy right here. This is your sharing button. You click sharing, and you'll get this menu. So you can record video on the headset, you can take photos, you can stream it, I think just to Facebook. And then there's casting. This is a cool feature because when you hit this, I hope hitting this doesn't turn it off. Yeah, it tells me it wants to stop casting. But when you hit this button, it gives you a list of Chromecast compatible devices that's on your home network. So if you have a Chromecast, you can actually cast this to your television and let like your roommate or your family or whoever watch you playing in the headset, which is really cool. When you click this button, you get a list of those, but you also get something that says cast to computer. When you click that, everything you're seeing here gets cast to your web browser if you're on oculus.com/casting. And so yeah, it lets you see what's going on inside of your headset. Now, pay attention to the screen, but also pay attention to the video on this video, or my webcam video. So notice what happens though when I take the headset off. Okay, I've taken the headset off, and nothing's happening. Interesting. So we'll wait just a second. Ah, I wonder if it's because we're in casting mode right now. So usually what happens when you take the headset off, and put it on the floor so it's nice and still. So when you take the headset off, it has a little proximity sensor in there that when you take it off your head, it knows that there's not a face in it anymore, and it essentially turns the screen off. But that might actually stay on when you're in casting mode. Interesting. Okay. So one of the things that I do when I'm not casting and I just want the headset on is I'm gonna make the webcam video a little bit bigger for a second. Okay. Now if you look inside of here, there is a little tiny shiny piece of plastic right in here. What's behind that is an infrared proximity sensor. It looks kind of like a weird little vertical oval. Matter of fact, mine has the number 2 etched in it. Might be 1 on the top part, but anyway, what it is it's an IR LED and an IR sensor. And so it's projecting a little tiny bit of IR that reflects off of your skin that the sensor detects, and it lets it know that there's a head in the head mount. Well, they're really dumb sensors, which means it's really easy to trick them. So when I'm debugging stuff and I get really frustrated when the headset turns itself off, like I just want to pick it up and peek in it like this every now and then to see if something's changed, that gets a little annoying. So a way to get around that is to get a little piece of tape. This is photographer's tape, but honestly just masking tape. A lot of people think that I'm using electrical tape. Don't use electrical tape in there. Too sticky, it gets everywhere. But like some masking tape or something, take that and you can put over the proximity sensor and your display won't turn off. But for the love of all that is good, take the tape off when you're done. Otherwise, you'll burn your battery up in no time because, you'll leave it sitting and you'll forget about it, and then that won't be good. Okay. But the point being is now that you've got this going, you can see the contents of your headset in real time. And so if you want to look on the screen and monitor it without having to be in VR and see, if your thumbstick controllers is doing what you think it's doing or whatnot, that's a way to go about it. So you can build. Let me sanity check myself before we do this. I'm going to bring up Unity. And of course, it's probably going to take like 8 hours. Ah, there you go. Came up pretty quick. Okay, so there's probably a weird cut in the video right now. The battery in the headset died while I was recording that last bit, so we had just gotten to the point where I was going to show you Unity launching the environment to the headset and it casting in the cast window, so you could preview it in real time, and the battery died. So that's my luck lately, but hey, we take the good, we take the bad, something in the facts of life. Okay. So what I've got now actually is a better view than what I was recording before. I've got Unity in one window here, and I've got our casting view from our headset over here. Okay, so what we can do is now we've got the headset connected. It's casting over Wi-Fi to this guy, so it doesn't have to be connected to the PC. I've actually got mine on the charger cable right now instead of the PC cable. So let's say we've made some modifications to our environment, like that ground plane is definitely not where it should be. Where did you go, my ground plane? I want to know, where did you go? Okay, there we go. No, too far. And let's, just so we have something to look at, let's add something to the scene. Let's add a sphere. We'll put it, whoa, zoomed in too much. Let's put it right about there. So very near our, added a cube, not a sphere. Well, a cube is approximately a sphere. Like if we had 6 polygons to put together to approximate the shape of a sphere, it would be a cube. So we'll call it our cube sphere. So we've added a cube to our scene just so we'll have something to look at. Now let's build and run. Okay, so it starts building, and sort of as is the theme of this class, probably like 90% of the, what? I'm on the charger cable, and I need to be on the USB-C cable connected to the machine. The problem, though, is that the battery on this guy is almost dead, and even though it charges over USB-C, it burns more power than it's pulling to charge itself, so it will eventually go dead. Hopefully, we have refueled enough now that we can run off of the juice we've got to demonstrate what we're talking about. Okay. And so the little thing dingy dinged. And interesting. So one thing that doesn't get cast apparently are the system dialogue. So I just got the system dialogue to connect to allow my PC access. And so it's interesting to know that some system dialogues don't appear in casting. Okay. And, you know, come on. There we go. Let's move this out of your eye view. We do not want to do Oculus Link right now. Okay. So, let's retry. There we go. Okay, so now it's building for the headset. Man, this is a really rough cut video today. I mean, I said it would be informal, but this is like really rough. Well, you know, but it's a cold, rainy day, so, you know, we'll roll with it. Okay, so it's building our project. We should get to the point where we're deploying the project soon. And got our nice little counter there. Yeah. Okay, deploying player. Okay, we should be in the headset really soon. Okay, cool. Now you just okay. So I don't have the controllers or the hands enabled for this project, so there we go. And boom. There's our Unity environment that we just built. And look, I'm testing it. I'm testing it without being in the headset. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Whoa. Dogs and cats are friends. And the Hatfields and McCoys are having drinks together. What has the world come to? We have headset without needing the headset. Ah. So this is actually really useful. This is a super useful tool for testing your environment without having to put the headset on and off, on and off, on and off. Now you still have to build and deploy your application to the headset. But I mean, you know, you've worked with other things you got to compile before. There's always a compiler cost involved in developing stuff. So yeah, this will actually make life probably a little bit more easier. Just easier. It'll make life easier for you. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up here before more things go wrong, and edit out the part of the previous video where things went wrong. All right, folks. If you have more questions, please let me know. I'm going to be around. Talk with each other on Discord. You've got some pretty experienced developers taking the class right now, so those guys might have some answers to questions that you may have, and you'd be able to get to them quicker than I can get to Discord. So with that said, have a great weekend, and looking forward to seeing your demos next week.